I talked about healthy cells in the body. I did all my research for the endothelial lining of the arterial cells in my body. Well, this fellow on the right here is Jerry Martin. Jerry is 83 years old. Jerry did the race with me. He walked it, granted, he won a half marathon at 83. I think he was the oldest man in the race, or close to the oldest, out of 15,000 runners in the race. But the reason I'm bringing up Jerry is because Jerry, about 8 years ago, was going blind. He had wet macular degeneration. He was going blind, he lost his driver's license, he could barely see. I said, Jerry, you know, I'm doing all this research on my arteries. And I said, what you have is a problem with the arteries in the retina, the eye, behind the eye. I said, why don't you try my diet? Maybe it'll help. Jerry, worse than me, he got really strict. He went on the exact diet I just showed you. He went on the diet of whole food, plant-based, he eliminated the oil. He didn't touch any oil. I got to tell you, after a couple of years, his eyes, well, first off, his eyes immediately stopped bleeding. He's been on the diet now for 5 years. His eye doctor said, Jerry, what did you do? Your macular degeneration, you haven't had a bleeding episode now in 5 years. I went to my wife's car, passed his eye test, and I went to my wife's car and got his driver's license back. Right? So don't tell me that changing your diet doesn't work. It works. It works for his eyes. It's a coincidence? Now again, it's a one-off study. You guys are all scientists here, so. But that's the point I want to make. The diet works. Well, I'm living proof. Like I said, I should have been dead probably 20 years ago. All of my first cousins died 10 years ago before my age. All my first cousins. All of them. Heart disease. Killed them all. That's genetics. So I've been able to override the genetics of the diet. Now, I'm talking too much. Questions, please. I thank all of you for your animal research, because it's because of your animal research that I was able to accomplish this. Because no doctor, no cardiologist, I don't think any heart institute would take a human being, put electrodes on their heart, on their chest, and run them into ischemia and let them run for 2 hours in ischemia. There's a doctor in the audience. Would you think any doctor would do that to a human being? No. My cardiologist thought I was crazy when I told him what I was going to do. He said, John, you can't do that. You're going to drop dead in the hot water. I guess he was wrong. No questions?
Any questions for John?
Yeah, sure.
Of course. Do you have any opinion on chelation?
On chelation, I read about the chelation therapy. I still think it's diet. You can try and clean things out, but what happens when you change your diet like that, you see an immediate change in your body. I even noticed it in my running. Within a matter of weeks, when I went on that diet, I noticed I could even run better. I was getting better blood flow. The arterioles, the very small arteries, start to react right away. The line of the artery, you can actually feel it. More endurance. My endurance improved. And to this day, I still run. My favorite run, I run, we have a lake near our home called Caesars Creek Lake. It's in a big state park. And it's in February. It's my favorite run because I have to run 15 miles in the snow on that lake. And I do it every year. I did it last year. And there was no one even within 10 years of my age in the race. All kids. What can I say? 7 bypass grafts, replaced heart valve, and replaced section of my aorta, and I'm still going. So, proof is in the pudding. And you saw the images. There was no ischemia in my heart. And all of the grafts that were put on there by surgeons are dead. Shriveled up, calcified. And the other thing I can't explain, and I've asked a number of surgeons about this, is why after 10 years, if we image my heart valve, it doesn't show any calcium on it. Because as you all know, that valve was soaked in glutaraldehyde to kill all the living cells. So basically they put collagen matrix in you that looks like you're doing part of it. But again, theory, this I don't know. But maybe because I've made my endothelial lining in my arteries so healthy, who knows, maybe some of those endothelial cells are taking up residence in the matrix. I don't know. I guess after I'm dead, you guys can come help me and see. My pleasure.
So, I do think John believes in miracles too.